Hello Gemini, and welcome to your intuitive read with me, Age of Aquarius Tarot. We're going to get started right away. The way that I read is I'll pick 3 majors at the start of the reading just to give an overarching energy for the time ahead, since this is a monthly reading for September. And then we follow up with a traditional 9-card spread, but we'll refer to these cards throughout since I feel like they're the most important energies to pay attention to. We have the Devil, the Hanged Man, and the Hierophant. Okay. So initially for some of you, I really feel like this Hanged Man is like something that you've been putting off, and it's like with this Devil energy, it's like it's becoming, maybe it's like a feeling, a person, a thought, or a situation, and it's like you can't keep putting it off any longer, and it's time to do something about it. But like I say, we'll get more into the 9 cards, and then we'll follow up with and refer to the majors. With the Hierophant here, for some of you, the Hierophant's such a broad message card. It can mean further education, returning back to education. It can also mean following a path of tradition. Maybe with the Devil and the Hangman here, for some of you, you're at odds with expectations that others have placed on you and you don't really want to follow through with them. The Hierophant is also comfort in hard times. So maybe something that you're going through feels like it's never ending, but with this Hanged Man, it's like it's finally coming to some kind of a natural end. Yeah, I'll be really interested to see your 9-card spread and how these refer to that. It's quite a different message to the others that I've done, but if you feel that you need a more complete picture, definitely look at your rising, your Venus, and your moon signs. Okay, we'll pull a bit more, but for some of you I feel like this is about speaking up about something. You have the Hanged Man again. Okay. We'll pull some more clarifying cards as the reading goes on, but right now I do just want to read the rows that we have. Okay, so in your top row you have the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. With the King of Swords and the Page of Swords, and with this, the Devil and the Hierophant, I really feel like some of you are holding something back and you really need to speak up about it, whatever it is. Yeah, I always see the central card as the most important. The 2s to me are about a duality, but also about enlightenment. So here it's like, maybe you know something that's making you unhappy. Maybe it's like someone just, with this Hierophant, it's like they just expect you to go along with the flow of whatever it is that they're doing, Gemini. And you really don't want to do that. With this Hanged Man, it's like being at odds with your situation. I also feel like you do have a lot of swords in this spread. You have the Ace of Swords, the 3 of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords, and the Page of Swords. And I almost feel like with the Hanged Man here, above is the Page of Pentacles and under is the Queen of Wands. Swords are about the mental body and communication, right? So maybe it's like some of you, now this could be like an energy that you're like being subjected to, and for some of you Geminis, it could be like energy that you're putting out there. I feel like I almost feel like saying like you need to, conflict resolution needs to be done in a different way and not in the traditional way with this Hierophant card. And the Hangman is like whatever it is, whatever this like, I almost feel like saying injustice, but like whatever this issue is you see it, you definitely see it with this Hanged Man here twice. And you really want to do something about it, because the Empress in reverse is like abundance, feeling stuck. And this Ace of Swords is like you just long to cut yourself free from this energy. And maybe this is you with this Queen of Wands. Wands is fire energy, so it's like, I always feel like it's like a nurturing seed of like being inspired to do something here. Especially with this Hanged Man, and it's like knowing what you know, it's like you don't want to just go along with the flow of whatever it is. Especially you, Gemini, you're a sign where like you want everyone to kind of get along, and you feel like if you're not playing like a active constructive role in that, then you feel like maybe you're not doing your best. Sometimes it's not entirely in your hands, as is indicated with this Hierophant here. Oh, and the Devil, I almost feel like, because it's like you're in the middle, right? You're in the middle. It's like being between a rock and a hard place. The Hierophant can also be a card of like commitment. So for some of you, with this King of Swords and this Queen of Wands, it's like maybe this is a commitment-based issue of like maybe a marriage being turned upside down by something. And maybe you have 2 children here with this Page of Swords and this Page of Pentacles. And it's like there's no easy way to fix this right now. And you feel very tied to the situation by this Devil energy, in the sense that, you know, I know that it's difficult, you know, when you have children specifically. You know, you can't just, it's different when you're, you know, when you're young and you're single, you can just walk out the door if someone's upsetting you, but it's a hard thing to do when there's other people who depend on you in the situation. Yeah, with this King of Swords and this Page of Swords, pages are messengers, so I feel like here, I really feel like it's some kind of like a mental dispute, something that's kind of like broken someone's heart. But I always feel like the Three of Swords is like devastation you saw coming. I know that some readers read this as a card of like, oh, you know, betrayal, but like to be betrayed, you know, sometimes it's like, betrayal is like the fulfillment of your worst expectations, right? And it's like here, maybe someone with this like, this Three of Swords in reverse with this Hierophant and with this Empress in reverse, it's like someone has fulfilled that. And it's brought about this like disharmony. It feels like, it feels like just some kind of like a shift with this Devil energy that you just really want to resolve, and perhaps you can't, or you don't see a way that it can be resolved. For others of you, I feel like this could be about the difficulty of finding a job and finding work. We have the Empress in reverse, which is like blocked abundance, right? And above that we have the Three of Swords, which is like, it's like a heartbreak, right? Like if you're like a good candidate for a position and you apply and you get rejected, you can't help but feel just a little bit heartbroken, even, you know, however resilient of a person you are, and, you know, however like strongly you bounce back. And with this King of Swords, it's almost saying to me, it's like, I do everything right, like what is the issue? But I feel like maybe, perhaps, Gemini, there's something that you're not seeing with this Hanged Man, or something that will become very apparent to you in the month of September that you can no longer ignore. I definitely feel like whatever the situation is, it's not like weighing you down too much. You are able to cut yourself free from this with this Ace of Swords, and go on to become the Queen of Wands. This can be a person in your life, but it can also just be an energy of like fostering like I almost want to say like a resilient spark towards your circumstances. The Page of Pentacles is like, maybe it's not, whatever's coming, like maybe it's not much, but it's a very solid offer, and it's an offer that you can rely on. And with this Hangman energy under that, it's like, I feel like you see it and you can trust it. But I do want to gain more clarity on what this is about, and right now I feel like maybe the message is just a bit too mixed up, so we'll pull some more cards. Okay. I definitely feel like there's some kind of material abundance coming your way. Yeah, and again, the Ace of Pentacles. And more Pentacles. If something's holding you back, Gemini, because of money, that's definitely resolving itself in September. And you're being given perhaps an opportunity or some kind of financial help to action whatever it is that you've been looking to action. I always feel like saying your like blessings are coming down a route that you don't expect. Okay. For this middle card spread, I definitely feel like some of you have been struggling to gain the upper hand with this Seven of Wands in reverse and this Five of Cups. I feel like this Ten of Wands is almost like a separate energy. You do have more wands cropping up in this reading, so that is some fire energy. Maybe it this I without saying this in like a singling out tone, I feel like with this Seven of Wands in reverse, maybe it's saying, are you doing everything you can to kind of like better your circumstances? I mean that in the best way possible, because it's showing me that with this Five of Cups and this Ten of Wands, right, it's like you're dwelling a lot on like the injustices of the past. Again, but for some of you, I feel like this is a confirmation again that something's happening and you need to speak up about it. Yeah, so with this Five of Wands, I feel like Wands is more like internal. It's like an internal conflict. Maybe it's like coming forward about something and you feel worried. It's like, should I come forward about it? And I feel like you definitely should, because it's like what I'm seeing in this like advice row is like only good can come of it, right? With this Two of Pentacles is like things going in your favour, balance. This is also about duality, and then above that you have the Ace of Pentacles. I always see the Ace of Pentacles as like the universe is bringing you the wish that you desire most. So with this Hangman energy, I feel like it's like this rests on the foundation that you either kind of like think about what else it is that you could be doing with this Seven of Wands, or that you speak up about a certain situation. With the Page of Pentacles next to the Queen of Pentacles, I really feel like for some of you, this Geminis, this is as simple in a reading as September's just a month when you're stepping into a lot of material abundance. I feel like for some of you this is abundance that maybe you weren't expecting. So maybe for some of you this is about getting a raise or getting more hours at work, which makes, you know, getting more money possible. With the Hierophant, for some of you here, I feel like it's a return to your regular routines, and it's like an end of an energy here with this reverse Three of Swords and reverse Empress. I feel like it's an end of like a, oh, I don't know what to do with myself kind of energy. So it's like an end to restlessness for some of you here. The Devil can sometimes like be like your own worst thoughts. And it's also the card of free will, so it's like maybe with this Seven of Wands in reverse, you need to identify like what's controlling you, what's stopping you from getting the upper hand. In the other readings, I felt like it was kind of more external situations. Here, I feel like it's more of an internal thing because you do have a lot of wands in this reading. So wands always speaks to things within. I feel like wands is quite a difficult suit to explain because, I mean, like, you know, swords is like communication and intellect, and then pentacles is like money and the everyday, and then cups is like emotions and things that are dear to you. And then wands to me is like everything in between. So I feel like I almost can't touch upon it because it means something different to every single person. I feel like it's something that you're being forced to, or like if you haven't already, the universe is urging you to get a perspective on something. maybe with this Ace of Swords next to this Empress in reverse, I almost feel like saying you need to cut your losses. So if something isn't working, whether that be a relationship or some kind of situation, I really feel like saying there's better things ahead for you with this Ace of Pentacles, this Two of Pentacles, and this Queen of Pentacles. There's better things ahead, and you don't have to stay attached with this Devil to the past. And with this Hierophant, again, it's like tradition, what's expected of you, other people's expectations. So it's like, if you feel that you need to cut yourself free from that with this Ace of Wands, with this Ace of Swords, then do it. Maybe this might be for some of you about cutting out specific people who perhaps place expectations on you that are very damaging or very mentally draining, Gemini. And maybe that's the thing that you need to speak up about, so I really urge you to do it. With this Ace of Pentacles and this Two of Pentacles, for some of you I feel like it's kind of, I don't want to say like a warning, but it's kind of like advice, just make sure you have everything. If you're going to be doing something drastic, Gemini, I'm neither like encouraging or discouraging that. Everyone has free will and that's your decision to make, and it's not my place to tell you what you need to do with your life. But I would say just make sure you have some kind of like a backup option, like some kind of a nest egg, I almost feel like saying for some of you. Just make sure you have things in an order where, like, you know, if you were to take off, like, you could do it and it's like reasonable and it's not some kind of like, you know, like a scattered energy that kind of just falls apart. But that's not really the feeling that I'm getting for you. The Hangman showing up twice is like some kind of an illumination about something. I'm sure for some of you it is about cutting out specific people. And maybe what's been holding you back with this Devil energy is like this internal conflict, like maybe with the Hierophant, it's like it's not the proper thing to do, right? It's not what people do, it's not proper, but I feel like you just need to just let go of hearing that voice. Let go of like the little devil in your ear that's telling you what to do and what not to do. And with the Seven of Swords, I'm not sure what's happening today, I'm mixing up all the suits. With this Seven of Wands in reverse, I feel very drawn to say that you really need to, like, with this Hangman twice, you really need to identify what's stopping you from getting the upper hand. And only that is going to help you in releasing the past with this Five of Cups and this Ten of Wands. Yeah, for some of you I feel like it's a situation that just no longer serves you. For some of you I feel like it can be a person that means well, but ultimately they're kind of just imposing, I almost want to say like living vicariously through you. So if it's someone that, you know, has your best interests at heart, but is like misguidedly going about expressing them, then maybe you just need to speak up to this person and be like, hey, I know what I'm doing with this Page of Pentacles. You know, I do have it together, actually. I know that it's coming from a good place, but, you know, you just need to let me do whatever it is that I'm planning to do. I feel very inclined to leave it there, Gemini. I hope that's given some of you the answers that you're looking for. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this has helped somewhat. Yeah, I feel like September's just a good month in the sense that it's not like a massive shake-up. And it's being guided by ultimately your own energy. It's like, it's not a surprise to you, right? It's not a surprise. This isn't some huge thing that's come out of nowhere. So I just feel like saying follow your instinct. And the best of luck to you, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave me any feedback in the comments. And I hope to see you next time.